So today's January 23rd, and this stuff's just a sheet of ice. We're going back to the dozer back there. I gotta get it started and try getting this driveway busted up, because it's just a sheet of ice, and we gotta get semi in here for the milk. This is just a sheet of ice. And my dad's stuck with the skid loader to get feed, so we're trying to get this dozer started, so we'll get back here and see if we can get her going. Got the driveway all busted up here. Was awfully slick. All it was a sheet of ice like this here, and took the dozer and just tracked all in it. You can see it busted all up. Got the milkman, he's coming this morning, so we gotta get this all cleared for him so he can make it up here. But the driveway is pretty good hill, and usually they can't make it up here if it's too slick or snowy or something like that. So we're gonna try putting some lime screenings down that we put it down for the cows in the barn. We're gonna put some of that down. Hopefully that gets some enough traction. If not, we'll just hook a chain up to the dozer here and pull them up. But got everything busted up, got where my dad got to get feed for the cows. All tried smoothing it out. It was froze, so just basically took the hills or the high spots off. But he's getting the feed now, getting hay and gluing in, and then I'll hop into TMR and take it back there for him in case it gets stuck and have to pull him out. But yeah, it's just not a fun morning. It's raining now, and it's right around 30, I think 32 degrees, but the ground's so cold, so it's just freezing it. But yeah, just lovely weather. So we'll just see if we can get this stuff done this morning and get back inside, because this weather's just gonna get you sick because it's raining and cold. So I'll just wait for my dad to get done, and then we'll go move that TMR to the back.
a nice lovely day again today. Gonna go try to clean up that little steer pin. It's pretty icy here. Trevor, he ran the does around here this morning. It chopped up the ice pretty good, so it's not as slick, and then did spread some lime down the driveway. So nope, truck, he made it out the driveway, so that's good, because it was a skating rink here. It's still spitting rain, but yeah, I gotta move the feed bunk out of the steer pin there, so I gotta grab the pallet forks, grab the skid steer, and then we'll drag that out and start scooping. Got this gate slid over, and the top of this pin is loose, but I don't know if the bottom will be, but it is unthawed, so I'm gonna grab the bucket and then push it up here, and I don't know if I'll be able to haul manure or not, but we'll get this pin cleaned up anyways. This steer pin cleaned out. It's still just a little froze by the water tank up along the wall here, which this is about the coldest spot here. But yeah, I'm gonna slide this gate back over, and I'm gonna try cleaning out that pin, because both these pins need cleaned out really bad. But I tried getting this stuff away, but that's hard as a rock. But I think if I come in from this angle, I'd probably be able to get it. So I'm gonna try doing this back pin first here. I gotta haul out the load of manure because the manure spreader's full. But yeah, we just got a mess here. Getting this first heifer pin cleaned out. It's really froze. This is one big whole chunk here. I tried taking the bucket to chop it, and it won't chop it, so gonna pile this up, but gotta get it outside here. But yeah, there's just one big chunk after another, and they're froze solid. So I got a manure spreader full of the smaller stuff, so hopefully the manure spreader, it'll chew it up. But yeah, that gonna probably bring a pry bar with me to chop up it. If I do have anything too big that won't fit out the door, it'll go out the door then. So, but I mean, there's still some big stuff on there. We got my corn stalk round bale here. I'm gonna put in this first heifer pin, get it bedded down, then whatever we have left we'll throw in this steer pin. So I'm gonna grab a gate and put it across that opening so they don't bother me while rolling it out. Everyone's enjoying their bedding, so this side will be hopefully tomorrow's project. It's the whole front there, well, and up here it's froze pretty good, but yeah, I got way too many big frozen chunks and the skidsters still want to chop it up. So gonna finish rolling this round bale out in here, then I want to move steers from the big huts out there, so hopefully I have enough time here to hurry up and get that done. But yeah, get this finished rolled out and get calves moved.
Today's January 24th. Haven't really filmed much, I think the last 2 days or something like that. It's already 5 o'clock. Didn't film nothing today. Kind of been a little busy, but got a bunch of parts in. Most important, these clutches. They came in. They're a heavy-duty clutch. I believe they're. Get a couple out of here. They should be clutch. Yeah, it's a clutch material. Kind of hard doing this one-handed, but can't get them apart. But it's a clutch material on one side and a steel plate on the other side, like that there. So these two come apart, and haven't really read it, but you're supposed to stack them a little bit different than these old ones. These old ones was a steel and then a clutch material in between there. So these being heavy duty, they're a little bit different. So I'll have to look into that, make sure I set them right. And then got this, I guess it's a press. That's so I can take this spring, you screw it in, well, put a bolt here and a bolt here, and then you press this down to get this snap ring off of here. Then you can take this apart. That way we can do that. Got all the seals and O-rings and gaskets for this, so we're going to tear this all apart, rebuild it, that way we're done with that. And then got the it's a gauge, can't really read it too good there, but that way I can adjust the pressure on here. You just thread it in this port right here, and then you get up to operating temperature, turn it on, and then you adjust your pressure. I think it goes up to 400 psi. And a lot of guys were saying on the one Facebook page I was looking at, they were saying that the reason these clutches burn up in these is they're not running the right pressure. The thing will back off, and then you drop your pressure and they start slipping. And a lot of guys were saying to fill the oil up some more. That way this clutch packs is always sitting in oil, because with the TMR mixer it's awfully hard on PTO clutches just because it's a lot of force. So we're going to try a couple of things, see if we can get a little bit more life out of them. That's why I bought this heavy duty clutch pack instead. So we'll see how that goes, and I still got to get this all cleaned up, tore apart. But I didn't want to tear anything else apart till I got everything. That way I can tear it apart. I know where everything goes, and not trying to figure out what's what. And then went to the old Harbor Freight and picked up some magnetic tray holders. That way I can put screws and bolts and stuff like that in here and not lose them. And picked this up. It's a bearing, race, and seal driver kit. That way I can knock these seals out. There's a couple of them. Of course, don't have one that big, but we'll get it. But have a little bit easier anyway, so pick that up. And then picked this up here. Well, we'll go with these first. Gonna cut the heads off of these and use them as guide pins. They'll go in these holes, and I got plenty of bolt there. That way when I go to put this back on the tractor over there, I'll use these as guide pins and be able to get this lined up so I don't mess up the gasket on here. So that's basically it for the 1066 project. Got that, all the parts we need for it. So we're gonna soak the clutches in oil tonight, so they can get soaked up. And because with a wet clutch packs, I guess you're supposed to leave them in oil. That way they're nice and soaked instead of putting them in dry. Guys say you can get premature wear on them, so we're just gonna soak them overnight. That way they're nice and oiled up, and then we'll put it back together tomorrow. And then I picked this up. It's a 220 plug for that plasma cutter. That way I can run it straight into the 220 outlet. That way I got plenty of amperage and everything that I need for that, instead of trying to use the 110. So that's for that. So I want to get that done tonight. And because I got the round bales are going out tomorrow. Still raining and kind of freezing, but it's not too bad. The roads are fine, but the ground is still cold, so it's freezing in places. But I think it was 38-ish degrees today, so it's not freezing too bad anymore. So I want to get that cut. That way I can get that stuff out of the way because I need the Mac out. So we'll get that done tonight. We'll get that cut, get that out of the way, and be able to get the truck out. And then got the I got one tire for this head cart rim here. It's just a D-Stone, same exact tire. Set up. So we'll get these swapped out eventually too, but this one, as you can see, well, see that's a pretty bad cracking. It does hold air right now, but we had it pop off the rim. Can't remember when. Well, we were doing corn, so we took one off the other head cart, but got a new one for that, so we'll get that switched. But that's later date. But still getting, can't remember what else. I got a tire that's supposed to be getting delivered. And then I think there's something else, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But majority of the parts came in. The most important stuff came in, so that's a good thing. But it's about milking time, so I'm just gonna get these clutches soaking in oil, and then I'll come back out and get this 110 or 220 plug-in put on that. That way I can get a cord and we can run it into 220. But gonna go milk here, and then I'll come back out here and get you guys back. So got the cows all milked and back in the shop. Got the end switched over for this plasma cutter to the regular 220 plugins like we got. Got an extension cord running up to the plug-in over there. So we should be good to go. Got the air hooked up to it, so we'll give this a shot and see if I can get this cut now. So it's the next morning here, and last night the GoPro battery died and I didn't feel like going to go get another battery, but I got the metal all cut. I do like the plasma cutter a lot better. I got it nice clean cut, a lot less like I guess splatter with the plasma cutter versus the torch. So it is nicer, I think. It tends to be a little bit slower, but I'm not too sure how to use it really. First time ever using one, but getting a hang of it, and I do like it. So I think it's gonna work out pretty good for using in the shop. And got it all cut to length and how I want it, so I'll have to get the bench cleaned off and get that later. But I got this done, so now I can get this, probably just slide it over there, get it out of the way. And then this piece here is just gonna be a scrap piece, so we'll put that in another spot. So we'll get this stuff all out of the way, and don't have to haul the round bales this morning. They're going out tomorrow now, so don't have to get the truck out of here now, but I can still get this stuff out of the way and get this stuff moved. So today's project though is getting that tractor back together, get that all done, get it going, that way I can get it out of here. But got this bench all set up, got more cardboard down so I can lay all this stuff out and have it nice and clean workspace. Get the light turned on here. Got the clutches, the clutch packs, I got them soaking in new hydraulic oil here, so they're gonna be nice and lubricated. I was told online that you should soak wet clutches in oil overnight just to get them all soaked in, which makes sense because you put them in dry, that might stick together. So doing it hopefully the right way. but got them soaking. So we'll get this cleaned up, tore apart. I think I'm gonna go through it all anyways. I'm not 100% sure how all this goes, but it should just be a couple gears and stuff like that in there. So we're gonna see how that goes. There's a couple manuals online that I've seen that gives you a step-by-step on how everything goes in there, so should be good. And then this here, this kit came with all the seals and everything, so I kind of want to just, you know, we got it, so might as well do it the right way and get that all tore apart and get it fixed, because there's like the seals on here, you got them and stuff. But I'm gonna call up my dad and see if he wants me to do that or just put the clutches in. But I think we probably should just tear this all apart, but it's on the TMR, and like I said, it's mainly just used for PTO. It doesn't get worked or nothing, so I don't know what route he's gonna want me to go, because we like to get this tractor back together. Like, should have been together already, but had to wait for parts and stuff. So I'll call him up, because I still gotta get that piece cleaned up there and get this stuff all cleaned up. So we'll call him and see what he wants us to do here. But yeah, we'll do that and figure out what we gotta do with all this. So we decided we're just gonna leave this alone. Nothing was leaking externally with these shafts, so we're just gonna leave this go for right now. Like I said, it was working minus the clutch, so we ain't gonna worry about resealing it or nothing. So if we need to, we got the parts, but for right now we're just gonna leave that be and hope for the best. But right now, I'm gonna put these clutches in. This paper here tells you how to do it. So you got one side is clutch material, one side's just metal. So you put the metal side in first, and then alternate it with the splines and metal side down. Just put them in, and then you just rotate it back and forth. Gotta make sure you grab them with the tabs on them. So just keep alternating them back and forth. Then your last one here is just a regular metal piece without any clutch material on it. That one goes in last. That's, I've read up anyways, that's to take out the heat. So that's that, but should have enough play in here. You slide this ring in there now and get that seated, but I'm gonna clean my hands and then we'll get that seated. Well, got this put together, and then notice that this rod here for your engagement linkage, there's, where'd it go? This little seal goes over that. and sits in this cup here. As you can see, absolutely no seal left in it, so we're gonna change that. That way don't have that to worry about, because I already got it all tore apart. But all you gotta do is take a little plug out the bottom and undo the top linkage here, and then it just drops out the bottom of this. So we'll get this seal knocked out and then get the new one put back in. Got everything that wanted to get done, got it done. Got this stuff all situated, got the new seal in here. I'll get this boot on later, but gonna check the pressure on here. So you just take this out, this little plug with this gauge that it got, put that in there. So I gotta adjust it with that, so I'll get this boot on later. But this should be it that needed to be done, because like I said, these seals were good in here. So we're gonna just put it back together, and shouldn't have any issues with it. Clutches went in good, like I was hoping they would. Everything lined up good, so should be good to go. So we'll get well, I'll carry it over to the tractor, clean up some of the mess I got under there, and then we'll see if we can get this put in. Got everything ready to go in here now. Got it mounted up to the engine hoist here. Got my dowel pins, or alignment pins, in. Hopefully they should be okay where they're at, because this one and this one are them longer bolts, and then the one down here is the short one. So went this way, that way it kind of gives it alignment side to side too, but it fits in that hole there. This piece here fits in there awfully snug, so shouldn't have too many issues with alignment. I got my gasket right there. I'll get it slapped on here. But then the other thing gotta remember is that that tube, the coupler right there, gotta get it lined up. So I got it back on the other end. If you guys remember, when I took it out, came off the other end, but I got it back on there, so it should be good. Other than that, should just go right in, make sure that coupler gets lined up right with this shaft here, and should be good. So we'll get that gasket put on here, and then we'll get this thing thrown in here. I put some this I guess it's high-tech stuff for this. It kind of makes it stick, so that way it don't move all around on me. So get these holes lined up here and just kind of pat it on there. Should be good. So should be good to go. I got these in here hand tight. They should come out no problem, because I think they're long enough. So we should be good to go. So we'll get this picked up here and get this PTO put back in. the PTO clutch assembly in. Didn't quite go as easy as I was hoping. That coupler inside gave me some troubles, but got it in there. Just gotta get this top cover put on. Got some gasket maker put on it here, so get this thing slapped in here real quick. So I just snugged them down because that gasket maker needs some time to set. Then I'll tie them all the way down, and now I can put this back on, and then put my linkage on. It's already 5 o'clock now, so be milking here. I already went around and tightened everything else up, so all that's good. So I just gotta get this linkage, if I can remember where I put it. Guess it's all on here. So this, gotta remember how this went. Yeah, you gotta have that. Gotta have this out a little bit so you can get past it. Gotta spin this around. Gotta look up how this goes again. So I forgot how to put this linkage on here. See if I can get it. And this goes on, let's see, like that. And this goes, I gotta switch this around. That still don't look right. Maybe this gotta go. Okay, yeah, that's the right way. So I'll get this all tying down here, and then we'll go ahead fill it up with oil, but gotta go milk first, so we'll button this up and then go milk, and then I'll come back out here and put some oil in it.